Dear judges, we are pleased and honored by the opportunity to demonstrate the progress the B2B CX program has made in the past 18 months, how we are solving the challenges, and how much we have progressed on the transformational journey. The customer-first culture has been a core value for us for a long time. In 2019, we digitized our B2B CX program, driven by the changing B2B environment and customer expectations. All key aspects underwent a digital transformation: feedback collection, insight reporting, and logging of improvement actions. This process unlocked an unprecedented scale and speed of customer insights. Results were promising. Our executive launched more than 650 improvement initiatives in the period from Q4 2019 until the end of 2020. The increased focus on acting on customer feedback led to a general improvement of NPS, a 16-point increase from Q1 2020 to Q4 2020, and the improvement of business results as well. Then we started seeing the first signs that initial excitement was wearing off. NPS growth was slowing down, response rates in some markets were decreasing. We also expected to see more deep-reaching and comprehensive improvements. In short, the CX program was threatened to become a perfunctory management function. While we wanted it to continue to be a general tool for inspiration, internal cultural transformation, and continuous improvement.
For companies with a B2C business model, the main priority at this stage would be to analyze the gathered data at scale and try to pinpoint which strategic initiatives will impact the most customers. In a B2B environment, however, a more refined approach may be more effective. An approach that takes into consideration the difference between markets, customer segments, and even between customers. These are the differences that made it even more crucial to make the next step towards decentralizing the management of the CX program and also further enable our local executives. In order to maintain efficiency and engagement, we wanted to increase the independence of executives on the local markets to come with improvement initiatives, to prioritize those initiatives properly, to get internal buy-in from needed stakeholders, and then see them come to life and bring the desired results. We needed a solution that harnesses the collective wisdom which is already available in the data we gather, a solution that provides in-depth understanding of the voice of the customer within the unstructured text feedback, a solution that allows proactive treatment of the customer's issues through improvement initiatives and increased satisfaction. We introduced the Next Best Action module, which is part of the CX Impact Hub by Gemseek, a tool that connects historical data about past improvements with commercial data and gives data-driven suggestions how an identified issue can be resolved in the most impactful way. For example, an executive may identify an issue with after-sales support on their market. At that point, they would start brainstorming and coming up with possible solutions. When they try to prioritize which solution to implement, all they can do is guess its expected impact. The Next Best Action module removes that guesswork from the equation. It allows executives to tap into historical data from all other markets around the world to study how similar actions have affected customer satisfaction and business results and choose the optimal route forward. In the end, this allows for better local cost-benefit analysis, more accurate than the rule of thumb. We established that 1% NPS increases revenue with 0.3%. Helping executives decide between different alternatives based on highest satisfaction and the best return on investment potential supports fast and disciplined improvement execution.
This Next Best Action model became a part of a wider reaching CX Impact project, which works with two main ingredients: On one hand, there is the impact analysis or the WOT. We look back into the historical data, which we have in good quantity after the digital transformations. 105 countries are now actively measuring satisfaction and logging improvements into the platform. Then we identified which proactive improvements, undertaken by our executives, have had the most significant impact on customers' likelihood to recommend, and ultimately revenue or share of wallet. On the other hand, there's the driver analysis or the why. We look into key factors which impact customer experience and prioritize actions around them accordingly. If we find that hygienic factor is underperforming, we know we have to fix it quickly because it has a detrimental effect on customer satisfaction. However, if it has reached a certain point of saturation, improving it further will have negligible impact on the customer satisfaction. In order to overcome any internal pushback and gain our executives' trust in the process, we are implementing this new data-driven approach in stages. The first stage served as a pilot project, and its findings were a very important confirmation that the efforts of local executives, closing the loop, introducing new workflows or updating system, and generally improving upon our customer feedback have been worth it. And we now have hard data-backed proof for this.
We knew that the overall NPS for the European market increased by 12% in 2020. But the impact pilot proved that the positive effect of assigned actions is considerably larger than the NPS increase without clearly defined actions, and can be considered as a driver of the overall NPS improvement. First, closed-the-loop actions have the largest impact on NPS. They increase the likelihood to recommend by 2-3 points on average on a scale of 0 to 10. This finding is very important for internal engagement because closed-the-loop actions are very personal in nature. Customer satisfaction managers in each market call an identified detractor. In this sense, the success of a closed-the-loop call depends on their ability to demonstrate engagement and empathy. Having hard proof that these activities have an effect on our customer satisfaction serves as a powerful reminder that what they're about to do is meaningful. Second, short-term initiatives, quick wins for multiple customers, also have a substantial significant effect. However, they're lower in magnitude. And last, long-term initiatives targeted at multiple customers also impact substantially the NPS, increasing likelihood to recommend by 1 point on average. This finding will also have a great effect on Signify's executives' engagement with the program. Sometimes long-term initiatives takes a lot of resources and investment, and knowing that clear results await at the end of a long journey will keep internal engagement high. In stage 2, planned for the second half of 2021, we are planning to utilize the collective knowledge of how to satisfy customers and financial data to create a model that measures the full commercial impact of actions. This would help executives when deciding between different alternatives. They will have the data to not only choose which route to take, but to also see the return on investment. In stage 3, planned for 2022, we're going to fully automate the recommendations through a user interface in our CX platform.
Even though it's in earlier stages, the project is already propelling us forward towards some strategic decisions, but buy-in has been harder to win. For example, our analysis showed that some of the most impactful improvement initiatives target 3 specific touchpoints. Information on offerings, where we've seen a 9% average increase, range and features of offerings with a 9% average increase, and ordering and delivery with a 2% average increase. In addition, our driver analysis, or Kano model, puts order and delivery among the so-called hygienic drivers, the ones that drive dissatisfaction the most if they are below expected level. So any market looking to improve their score needs to check if they are covering the basics with order and delivery, and if not, fix outstanding issues before they move on to the other drivers.
Apart from increased customer satisfaction results, this new era in CX management unlocked a new, more mature cultural buy-in into the customer-centric philosophy. We have a long-standing legacy as product company. We are proud of it, but it sometimes means that our people tend to see customer experience from a narrow prism of product quality, while we know there is much more to it. The latest analytical efforts help our executives move to a holistic customer journey mindset and focus their efforts beyond product quality. The numbers also support our conviction to spend time not only on short-term resolutions, but also on deeper transformations. Yes, close-the-loop, short-term improvements, they do help us demonstrate a human face and empathize with customer issues. However, long-term strategic improvements demonstrate we mean business and we are not afraid to turn an entire process on its head because of our customers. In support of our general findings, here are some stories from the markets that have succeeded to make the most impact on customer satisfaction, which in turn has led to increased revenue.
The Eastern European market cluster has been one of the most active in the close-the-loop activities, and as a result has logged the highest impact on likelihood to recommend as well. In Poland, the key customer was missing a part of the ordered products and was unable to finish their project. The customer service managers identified the problem was due to an error with the logistics provider and quickly rectified it, saving the €50,000 project for this particular customer and his next pipeline projects. In Slovenia, the customers spent a really long time to get resolutions of their quality complaints, while they were trying to locate the right person for each product or order. We nominated a single person to handle after-sales service, manage the complaints, and send official resolution statements to the customer, leading to a general increase in NPS, and order quality and quantity increased as well.
French market implemented one of the most effective short-term initiatives. In the third quarter, local executives saw very low response rates, around 3%, among all B2B customer segments, just few weeks after releasing the quarterly wave of surveys. Our sales executive launched a further investigation among their clients, which indicated that the frequency of surveys was too high. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Upon an even deeper analysis, we came to the realization that customers gave us this feedback because they have not seen any significant changes taking place between two survey waves. We reviewed the implemented improvements over the past 3 quarters and prepared personalized communications for each customer, outlining achievements we made thanks to their answers. As a result, response rates doubled from 12% in Q1 to 24% in Q4. And NPS grew too, from 41 in Q1 20 to 72 in Q4 20.
In the Nordics, 2 of our bigger wholesale customers, distributors of installation equipment for professionals, were complaining about daily collaboration regarding order and delivery. In order to resolve those issues, the Nordic customer order team initiated an improvement initiative, together with the sales team, including the Swedish country manager and the CAM. The teams came up with a number of small improvements to the daily collaboration process, such as increasing frequency of communication with the customers in question, a detailed review of previous claims, etc. As a result, satisfaction of both customers improved and we were able to retain the 60 million of annual average for those 2 wholesalers. This story is also a good example for how B2B customers managing experience around order and delivery is largely dependent on the ability of customers facing personnel to manage the client's expectations in an empathetic way.
Customers on the Iberian market were complaining that delivery times estimations differ greatly throughout the different stages of ordering through the online system. Local executives found out that the stock availability information was managed improperly, and after fixing the issues, NPS results were back to normal.